He had wanted to convince him about diary, but he was inflexible. Then the president opted to give him the 10 million and urged him to use it in a manner that it will cause a multiplier effect, that the investment out of that 10 million will be passed on to other people in the community.
Perhaps at some point, Kedi's venture will grow to the level of Nimrod Kiriamlonde, a prominent farmer from Kamonkoli sub-county in Budaka district. Mulonde, a former agricultural officer, understood what it meant to put farming theory into practice. This explains ventures in fish, poultry and dairy farming, among others.
We have turkeys, we have ducks, like you've seen, we have guinea fowls, and we have the rabbits. From this kind of project, we get at least 65.2 annually. Then we take away expenditure, which is approximately 45, and we end up with profits of about 20.2.
Even when he's sickly and unfortunately not able to speak, his ventures speak for themselves.
The family would love to embrace modern farming techniques for Nikim, farm and expand service beyond the local market to Greater Buked and Bugisu, because we receive people from these various parts who come here, and kindly we request the President, His Excellency, the President of Uganda, to look into this.
Such is the gospel that President Yoweri Museveni has been encouraging Ugandans to embrace.
So, Mzee Kiria Muronde is now one of the fertile grounds where the seed of wealth creation germinated. And as you can hear, these are just 5 acres. It's not a big piece of land, but you have heard what he has done with it.
And this is why he is extending technical and health support to this family and its farming ventures.
4 things: health, transport, hatchery, and animal feed making. I will support that.
The journey towards wealth creation continues, and these tours by the President for assessment of the same are part of the journey. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Now, President Yoweri Museveni this week justified the dissolution of government agencies, describing them as inefficient and costly. He stated that the rationalization of these agencies will save over 1 trillion shillings, which can be redirected towards other development projects that government is undertaking. He was addressing the nation on issues related to the coffee sector, as Ivan Kawa reports.
Following the passing of the Coffee Amendment Bill, President Museveni addressed the nation in the company of ministers, MPs and Operation Wealth Creation Commanders at State House Nakasero. The President justified the dissolution of government agencies, including the Uganda Coffee Development Authority, which was a temporary measure aimed at focusing on particular priorities.
This UCDA, we are getting high pay.
He highlighted reasons for dissolving UCDA. UCDA was duplicating the roles of the Ministry of Agriculture. UCDA had no capacity to monitor the coffee sector. UCDA was not responsible for international certification of coffee and lacked adequate network to conduct extension works.
It seemed that they were also getting corrupt, but also they were poorly supervised because they were away from the public service, and the boards that are supposed to supervise them are not constituted with the sound logic.
Museveni also noted that running UCDA and similar agencies was very costly. In 2016, these agencies employed 3,905 people, with salaries and wages totaling 2.2 trillion shillings.
That's when the alarm came. That's when we came to know And that's when this rationalization started.
By reducing the number of agencies, the government expects to save about 1.5 trillion shillings, which will be redirected to road infrastructure.
UCD is now abolished. We shall now see which coffee Museveni will steal. If there will be no coffee stolen by Museveni, as there will be no coffee stolen, the people of Uganda must realize the shallowness of these groups and punish them politically. Although I think we should also punish them even legally.
He emphasized that the government will closely monitor all projects moving forward and aims to increase the value of Uganda's coffee exports.
The government extension workers, now that they are better paid, and we are going to apply on them the UPDF like standing orders, they will wake up. There are government extension workers at every sub-county. UCD had only 55 in the whole country. How could they manage?
According to a UCDA report for September 2024, coffee exports, primarily Robusta and Arabica, amounted to 532,212, 60 kilobags worth $144.7 million US.
We have been insisting on value addition. Where we have succeeded, returns are very high.
For the financial year 2023-2024, coffee exports reached 6.35 million bags, valued at $1.4 billion US, up from 6.14 million bags, worth $940 million US in 2022-2023, an increase of 3.42% in quantity and 48.97% in value. Despite the positive numbers, Museveni urged farmers to diversify their crops and consider the benefits of the 4-acre farming model than flooding the market with coffee, which oversupply could lead to lower prices. Ivan Kahwa, UBC News.
And furthermore, former opposition stalwart Dr. Patrick Wakida has officially been welcomed into the ruling National Resistance Movement Party. Wakida was formally subscribed to the Opposition Forum for Democratic Change and was received by the NRM Party Chairman President Yoweri Museveni at Butaleja District Headquarters. While announcing his defection, Wakida stressed the need for timely service delivery.
President Yoweri Museveni had just arrived for the leaders' meeting at Butaleja District Headquarters. Then came an announcement that nearly took the crowd by astonishment. Dr. Patrick Wakida, a renowned political scientist and researcher, was officially joining the ruling NRM party.
Your Excellency, because of your good leadership and how NRM has been performing and handling things in a mass way, I have my good brother, Dr. Wakida, who decided to cross from FDC to NRM.
Without mincing his words, Dr. Wakida confirmed this announcement.
I was born in Buked, in a smaller district of Chibuku. I grew up in Chibuku, and I've studied in Chibuku, and I attained the highest education any Ugandan can have. Every time I've worked outside there, I've remembered that as a statistician, this is the poorest area on the earth, where you go in the house and you smell poverty. And I took a decision that you look for power to neutralize poverty. And that's why I took a decision to work with you to neutralize poverty.
His reasons for defection rotate around effective service delivery. He was officially welcomed by the president.
I am happy. The other day you appointed me the director on the Uganda Investment Authority. That's what I do best. I promised the NRM party that we need to deliver. I don't want to go where they don't deliver. I don't. Those of you who have interacted with me know that I deliver, and we shall deliver. Honorable Prime Minister, you know we work. I've seen the Vice President, you were the guest of honor on my graduation. I've seen Honorable both, we are friends forever. I've seen Dombo, you introduced me to UPC, and then you left me there. I am happy to be here.
Other NRM leaders saw this as an added strength to the party.
He wants to join the winning team. We welcome Dr. Wakida to the winning team. There is no doubt in my mind, clear, that Wakida definitely will be a major addition to the national resistance movement. And there are many others who have joined, those from UPC, from DP, and you have seen them create a fundamental change even within their own lives. To me, I call upon those who are still out to come and join the party.
Dr. Wakida is whispered to be eyeing the Kabweri County parliamentary seat in Kiboko district, a position currently held by Mugole Mauku Stephen. Henry Okrut, UBC.
His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, the President of Uganda, has been impressed by the fruits of the shillings 1 million seed capital disbursed to low-level earners under the Parish Development Model Program. The Fountain of Honor kicked off the regional wealth creation drives this Friday in Bukedi sub-region, with Chibuku district being his first stopover. Now, while in Chibuku, the President was received by, among others, the Vice President of Uganda, Jessica Alupo.
President Yoweri Museveni had just arrived for the leaders' meeting.
Nabutono Florence and Benedict are residents of Kasasira in Kiboko district. The two are majoring in figure and poetry on a small-scale model.
Sanyukire ina programu ya PDM mpairo mkisa kutukiano President Museveni msenga wa isu mwiwanga.
Although this has been the side chick source of income for Benedict and his family, the government's package of 1 million shillings under the parish development model has totally changed his story.
Naizano msaubola natuyamba otulabirire mbizi ejo okubanga tugifunamu efizi nokulabirira maka nga tugifunamu.
In 2023, Florence was among the few community members of Kasasira who secured the parish development model funds.
Twekola me grupu nze ni tubao banange ne banonda bampa akakaire kesente bati ofunira akakaire kesente jo yabo kufuna.
The 1 million shilling token to this family was the daylight sunshine.
Enyingira yongera okusinga alinga byabaire. Ebyetaaga bitono PDM atuyamba ngokwera ke fizi. Okufuna kibyetaaga omaka. Dads
and moms, they put more efforts that this project can withstand, so we can earn some money for fees.
They have hosted the head of state, Yoweri Museveni, on Friday 8th November 2024 at their home. In Kiboko, His Excellency the President of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni, was received by the Vice President of Uganda, retired Major Jessica Alupo.
Excellency, you are in the home of the LC1 chairperson, who is also a model farmer and was selected to host you this morning in your countrywide tour, specifically here in Bukedi sub-region.
Kati Nabutono onasosola di sako. Nabagamba musasolo oluvannyuma lw'emyaka emyezi 29.
Baba okusinzira okupidemu engere gyenjabire nga ntambula naye. Esaawa enu nebakobeizo nti nsasule baba nsasula.
After having a guided tour of the home and enterprise, the President was impressed about the development.
We have been doing this since 1996, but many people are not, especially the leaders, were not taking it up. and educate the people how they can get out of poverty.
According to the president, the signs are clear that indeed PDM can be the curing medicine.
This is a very rich area. The whole of Uganda is very rich. So what you call poverty is actually ignorance. There is no poverty here. I can't be poor in Uganda, for instance. So I'm glad that you are now slowly coming up. Now I'm glad the way you are using the 1 million per family. And I would advise, because when we brought the 1 million, we were mainly thinking about crops and so on. But we also, this is part of the 7 activities.
The head of state supported the family with, among others, shillings 10 million in cash. Robert Anyango, UBC News.
The Minister for Education and Sports, Janet Kataha Museveni, has called upon Muni University to create partnerships in order to scale up research at the university. Now, her message was contained in a written speech passed by the State Minister for Primary Education, Dr. Joyce Kaduchu, and she presided over as chief guest during the 7th graduation ceremony of Muni this Saturday.
Established in 2014, Muni University was the 6th public university in Uganda that is providing science-based academic programs. In this year's graduation, a total of 314 students graduated in 14 different academic disciplines. While representing Education Minister Janet Kataha Museveni as chief guest during the graduation ceremony, Dr. Joyce Kaduchu challenged the management of the university to engage in partnerships in order to scale up research.
The Ministry of Education and Sports appreciates the research work and publications that is taking place right here at Muni University. Research and publication are a unique features of a university that sets apart all of them from other educational institutions. I want to assure you that the Ministry of Education and Sports will continue to support these efforts, and I want to thank Muni University for making a good progress on innovative research. The research on the Smart Mom Uganda harnesses cutting-edge artificial intelligence technology embedded with Internet of Things for emergency maternal care.
She also charged the graduates to become solutions to the worsening climate change situations through research.
Climate change isn't a just political or scientific issue. As we commission you today, graduates, go and offer solutions to climate change in whatever you do. For God and my country, Mama Janet Kataha Museveni, the First Lady, and the Minister of Education and Sports.
The event was graced by other high-level dignitaries in the government, religious and cultural setups who challenged the graduates not to despise jobs.
For so many years, you relied on your parents to become what you are today. Have no school fees, have no uniform, they want this in the school. It's now for people to ask you, where is the soap? Where is the uniform? A job is what you do which gives you some income, some money, finished. Forget these gowns. If they cannot make you money, that's not a job.
Chancellor of Muni University, retired Archbishop of Uganda, Henry Lukorombi, thanked the government of Uganda and the president for establishing Muni University with the aim of bringing services of higher education nearer to the people of West Nile.
Your Excellency, we shall never get tired of thanking you for your deep insight and visionary outlook that led to the establishment of Muni University as a sixth public university in Uganda. It is insufficient to only say thank you. I do pray to God for you that He may shower you with more blessings, good health, and enhanced wisdom as you steer this country to greater horizons.
Joseph Fonama, UBC News.
2 minutes.
And furthermore, residents of Chigungu landing site, especially the Catholic community, were left in shock and disbelief after unknown people set fire to Chigungu Mapera Catholic sub-parish. The motive of the person who did this is not yet known. They now want police to install security cameras around the church premises to identify various culprits with intentions of distracting church business.
Of Kigung landing site and the Catholic community remain stranded following a ghastly incident where unknown people set the Kigungu-based Mapera church on fire. According to the head of Laity, Annette Nabusova, the fire started at around 10 a.m., burning to ashes the tabernacle and cupboards near the altar that held the Holy Communion.
Eucharistia byonna ebitukuvu nga bwe mubimanyi obudde byonna byasiridde. Omuliro gye gwavudde tukyanoonyeza paka kati.
This is the second time. Previously, I can think maybe a year back, we had robbers entering this church. They stole a lot of stuff and spoiled very many things.
It's not yet clear why the culprits tried to burn down the church built by the Catholic Church in Uganda in memory of Reverend Father Charles Laudel Mapera and Brother Delmas Amans, the first Catholic missionaries to come to Uganda on 17th February 1879 to introduce Catholicism.
Yeah, of course we have to be worried because you wonder where someone has got guts from to attack the Catholic Church, where we all know that this is the house of the Lord.
If someone be in a position of coming into the church of God and cause fire to burn, almost burning God, it is something I would think that is evil, demonic.
The catechist trusts that street cameras installed around the church will aid police investigations.
We've seen we have cameras around. We are waiting to have a conclusive report of who caused the fire to the church and action to be taken.
We shall assign some people, the residents, senior residents, to go and try to verify those who are suspected to be behind this crime.
According to residents, the incident comes days after they surveyed the church land for fencing to preserve the rich history of the Catholic Church. Mapera Church has been facing a number of challenges, including robbery and threat from rising water levels of Lake Victoria. During the recent commemoration of Father Mapera on 17th February 2024, the Archbishop of Kampala Diocese, Paul Semogirere, stressed the need to open church boundaries to safeguard the church from encroachers. By press time, there wasn't any intervention made to enable catechists recover the destroyed property and are now worried that they are more likely to miss tomorrow's Mass since they missed some of the must-have items in order for Mass to take place. Sula Kagugubei compiled this story for UBC News.
And in more news from this week, government was urged to put more emphasis on the new curriculum in order to curb unemployment among the youth in Uganda. Now, this call came at a time when government is in the 4th year of implementing the new lower secondary school curriculum, which emphasizes more practical learning. The head teacher, St. Chizito Secondary School, Namugongo, said the Green Expo and Fish Festival was done every year or is done every year to showcase different skills acquired by students during their year of study.
Therefore, at the moment I'm calling upon agencies, I'm calling upon government and all stakeholders. We are fighting problems of tree cutting. We are putting a lot of forces, we are putting a lot of energy in getting those people who cut the trees. But we can also, on top of curbing them, we can introduce a system of training them. Through these methods, we don't want our products to be the encroachers on trees. We are teaching them that no, you can use renewable energy instead of the firewood.
Chiziba Ezekiel said they teach a whole person who will not only be a profession, but also a student who can do side business to supplement his income, thus avoiding work strikes that are rampant nowadays.
Projects are all intended to equip these learners with practical skills. We realize that the products that we use in the past we are producing were not, at least were not who Uganda wanted. Because the products we need in Uganda are people who can practice, who have the practical knowledge that can enable them employ themselves and be practical skill oriented. We want to train a team which is who are job creators. We have to train products who are job creators, not job seekers. Gone are the days where people were looking for jobs. We want to create a kind of product who is a professional. Say, for example, we want to create a doctor, someone who is a professional doctor, but has those practical skills that can earn side income.
Students of St. Chizito Secondary School, Namugongo, showcased the skills ranging from urban farming, poultry, cosmetology, plastic recycling, art and craft, bakery, and many others acquired.
I wish to be employed in that I have my own side job that I'm doing as well, in that it can be sustained from a green environment activity which I can be.
When I leave school, of course I require some knowledge from here. When I take that school, I add on my project that by peer layers. Yeah.
This project is going to help me in the future to start my own project at home, which will generate income to me as I'm still in school.
The pioneers of the new lower secondary school curriculum, which emphasizes practical learning, sat for their O-level examinations this year, 2024.
Furthermore, the government has extended condolences and financial support to 25 families who lost their loved ones in the Chigogwa fire incident. The Minister of State for National Guidance, Godfrey Kabyanga, delivered 5 million shillings to the family of the late Edward Mwebaze in Kayunga district.
We are here to deliver the condolence message from His Excellency the President. It was given to me by the Right Honorable Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Robin Anabanja. You have taken some time to deliver it because the President directed that we should deliver to every home where the person was buried. So I've been moving from home to home, and we had thought Honorable Amos Ugorovi, who is the minister from this area, would deliver it, but he has been away on official duty out of the country. So I realized we were a bit delaying, so I decided to come personally. But so far we have delivered to 25 families, but you know the death toll now has raised to around 34, so we are still yet to deliver to around 9 families. But we are moving from family to family. So today I was here in Kayunga to deliver the condolence message of the President. It's very unfortunate that this young man has died very young. He was born in 1997.
Renowned biochemist and commissioner for small-scale industries in the Ministry of Science and Technology, Professor Julius Nyanzi, has come up with adaptable innovations that will nurture Ugandans into the money economy. Professor Nyanzi told UBC that the initiatives are for Ugandans and require available resources. as first inputs. He was speaking ahead of the 9th Great One-Week Sundowner starting November 24th, 2024.
The cry over poverty will soon be over after renowned innovator and commissioner in the Ministry of Science and Technology, Professor Julius Nyanzi, initiated projects that tackle poverty. Professor Nyanzi, also proprietor of Prof Research, told UBC that he organizes trainings every end of year to focus individuals to earn money. At least in the 9th year running, many Ugandans, including youth, will be trained in new technologies.
We need to make Uganda brighter. We need to brighten up our livelihoods through science. And for that matter, this year around, we are organizing the 9th Great Sundown Edition, which will commence from the 24th of November of this month, November 2024, to the 30th of November at Hotel Equatorial Loop, whereby we share science and train people in order to empower them so that they are independent and also they achieve a sustainable living. And that's in that living, I'm meaning using our locally available resources in order to empower ourselves.
Professor Nyanzi told UBC that during the 9th Great Sundowner, youth can learn to create jobs without duplicating available jobs.
And this time around, I'm calling upon all young people to come and be part of it. And any Ugandan, because we share knowledge. This knowledge which makes us win such accolades is the same knowledge we share with fellow Ugandans. As I normally tell you, iron sharpens iron. We need to empower each other. A candle loses nothing when it lights another.
He will train making electricity out of garbage.
Power Ugandans so that they can learn how to make electricity from garbage or waste. There's a lot of waste, especially in Kampala, and the figures dictate that we accumulate around 5 tons per day.
Add value to herbs to make natural vinegar out of pineapple peelings. Add value to milk.
How to add value to milk. Milk is a big product or commodity. More people are earning from it. But the biggest challenge with milk has been it gets spoiled very fast. Milk goes to waste very fast, and we can do something about it.
Tissue culture on button mushrooms and the automatic solar incubator.
We are going to train you on how you can brood and also incubate eggs so that you multiply birds. It's also another technology, the egg incubation technology. And for that matter, all people who will come through, they will stand a chance to win an automatic solar-powered incubator.
The ZOI Ministries under Prophet Elvis Mbonye has intensified its 12 weeks of charity and giving back to the poor. Project lead Vincent Museveni highlights how many across the country have been blessed with the items to sustain them for a month. Testimonies of those blessed by this particular ministry continue coming through.
We are in the season of reaching out. We are in the season of bringing the love of Christ to the communities. We give thanks to God for what is going on ever since the 2nd of November when 12 weeks of evangelism was launched. Great miracles. People are happy. There is a lot that is going on out there. Prophet Elvis Mbonye is coming out to minister to the lives of many Ugandans, and you can never be the same again. The charity was very powerful. Over 2,000 people were able to receive charity from Prophet Elvis Mbonye, and something great is happening in our days. You know, the Bible says in 2nd Chronicles chapter 20 and verses 20, believe the Lord your God and you are established, but believe your prophets, believe his prophets, and you will see the blessing. In the name of Jesus, there is a blessing of God that comes through when you believe his prophets. And now Prophet Elvis Mbonye is coming out with the news of salvation to the lost, to the oppressed, to the sick. And as we speak right now, miracles are happening. People are getting their freedom through 12 weeks of evangelism. Kindly join us every Tuesday at Chigoreza Entebbe Express Highway, and you receive a blessing.
Go and tell them, how can we rescue your coffers?
bring that fire like never before as Uganda Cranes takes on South Africa on 15th November at 4 p.m. Ewa Nambole. One more win, Gatugenda wa mo AFCON 2025. No panya, no calculator. Nkubidori, wacha wewe. Katugwe chicho. Buy your ticket using Momo at only 25k for ordinary. Atema abakashi. Ordinary goes for 30k, 50k for VIP, and 150k for Mbale and Platinum. Each ticket comes with a free train ride to Nambole. Get your tickets from MTN service centers at Jaberodi, Zebra House, Crested Towers, and Clock Tower. To avoid delays, or simply scan the code on your smartphone for easy entry into the stadium. Why? Remember, no physical tickets will be issued or sold at Nambole. Proudly brought to you by MTN, the #1 supporter of Uganda's football. Together, we are unstoppable.
Uganda, are you ready to kick things up to the next level? The Uganda National Lottery brings you Sports Take 10. Predict the results of 10 football games and win big. With tickets at only 500 shillings, join the fun and make your predictions count with Sports Take 10. Sports Take 10, your ticket to football glory.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
Come and shine in Blascon Paint and win the Twake edition. Buy Blascon Paint worth 100,000 shillings. Get a scratch card and SMS the code to 7197. Not only will you win instant airtime, but you could take home 1 million shillings daily, a share of 4 million shillings each week, or a brand new motorbike with fuel worth 100,000 shillings. Terms and conditions apply. Blascon, color your world.
To be a winner, you must have the discipline of a tiger. But when fueled with MTN Momo, winning is easy. Simply get your phone and use the Momo app or dial *165*3#, enter merchant code, enter amount, enter your Momo PIN, and pay. Congratulations! Your car is happy, and now you stand a chance to win mobile money with MTN Momo.
Honorable Fred Biamukama, Minister of State for Works and Transport in charge of transport, invites you to the launch of the 4-acre model campaign in the Greater Chibale District's Bunyoro sub-region. The event will take place at Chikwaya Primary School Playground, Kakumiro District on November 15, 2024, starting at 10 a.m. and will be graced by His Excellency President Yoweri Museveni. All residents, civil servants and the leaders from the districts that make up Greater Chibale, Kakumiro, Chibale, Kagadi, Chikube and neighboring areas are encouraged to attend in large numbers. This initiative, led by the President, aims to bring ordinary people into the money economy by showcasing farmers who have succeeded in the 1-acre model, 2-acre model, 3-acre model and 4-acre model. Join local leaders and residents in learning how small land can be used to enhance food security and socio-economic growth. Don't miss this opportunity to witness the transformative impact on local communities.
Welcome back. You're still watching the weekly news roundup news bulletin here on UBC TV, the news bulletin that gives you the headline stories that made news within the week. Now, in a move to address the youth unemployment crisis in Uganda, Mastercard Foundation, World Data Lab and Uganda's Ministry of ICT launched the Africa Youth Employment Clock, a data-driven tool designed to provide real-time insights into youth employment trends across the continent. Speaking at the launch in Kampala, Uganda's Minister of State for ICT and National Guidance.
The tool's objective is to empower both policymakers and young Ugandans by offering critical information to shape better employment strategies and foster a more sustainable, inclusive job market. The tool will enable government, businesses and young people to collaborate in designing targeted interventions and policies to address the urgent need for job creation across the continent.
The knowledge and digital economy play a significant role in employment, particularly for young people, equipping them with relevant skills
and opening pathways to meaningful work strengthen Uganda's position on the continent and in the global economy.
Minister of State for ICT and National Guidance, Owekitiibwa Joyce Sebugwawo, highlighted the pivotal role of data in Uganda's youth employment strategies.
Data is crucial to our youth employment strategy. Comprehensive real-time data allows us to see where opportunities lie for identifying gaps and to tailor programs that address the unique challenges our youth face. This data-driven approach ensures that our resources are allocated effectively.
Sebugwawo also spoke about Uganda's progress in enhancing ICT and digital skills, aligning with the nation's digital ambitions. She also mentioned the success of programs run by the National Information Technology Authority and partnerships with the private sector in developing a strong foundation for youth in the ICT sector.
As a government, we are committed to incorporating data into our national youth employment policies, leveraging insights to craft programs that are adaptable, relevant, and impactful.
Speaking at the launch, Adrian Bukenya, Uganda's country director for the MasterCard Foundation, emphasized Uganda's unique challenges and how the clock will be a game changer in addressing the needs of the youth.
Whether you're a policymaker, a business leader, or a young person, your actions can drive meaningful change. And together, let's use this tool to open doors to dignified work and build a prosperous future for our young people.
Dr. Wolfgang, CEO of the World Data Lab, underscored the significance of the clock, stating that the clock is more than a data tool.
I think the main message is there'll be a lot of new jobs, and there'll be different jobs. And the most fundamental for Uganda is agriculture, where a big transformation will be underway and has to be underway so that Uganda can reap the benefits of agriculture much more, which will be partly digital. So you can seed better, you can trade better, you can understand prices better.
Through its collaboration with the World Data Lab, the foundation is helping Uganda unlock the full potential of its young population, paving the way for sustainable growth and prosperity.
All the new, for all the sectors, the digital economy will impact them in some way, shape or form.
Over 100 youth at Grace Technical Institute in Mbale under the Directorate of Industrial Training in partnership with Juna Magara Ministries Uganda have been trained and graduated with certificates in various technical and vocational training courses amidst challenges of chimpanzee threats. Speaking at the graduation ceremony, Reverend Dr. Ben Tumuhire, the founder and Chief Executive Director, Grace Technical and Vocational Institute, said that after realizing challenges of female and male youth in job markets, he decided to establish a vocational training to help the youth to create jobs rather than searching for them.
According to the founder and Chief Executive Director of Grace Technical and Vocational Institute, the institute that started in 2014 has trained hundreds of thousands of youths in hands-on skills.
This is going to be in line with the new curriculum that the Ministry of Education and the government of Uganda is emphasizing, that it gets rolled out for our young people to get hands-on.
Dr. Abel Kamkama, the Chairman Board of Directors of Grace Institute, says it is a great opportunity for school dropouts and those that could not further their education, as they are now skilled in tailoring, mechanics and hairdressing, among others.
And we have worked so many works, not only here. We also have some work we are doing in Mbale and also in Kabale region. We have a medical center there, we have a secondary school there, and also we are patronizing with a Bessania Circle for food security and healthcare insurance for development of this area.
over 100 trainees who were given hands-on machines and tools like sewing machines, toolbox, and sponsorship for higher education expressed happiness over the training, saying they will use their skills and tools to create their own jobs.
When you acquire that skill, like tailoring, you can't fail to get what to eat. I'm able to earn some money to earn a living, and I promise that when I reach home, I will make sure that I train more people on the skills I've obtained.
Furthermore, last week, Donald Trump was voted as the 47th President of the United States of America. His victory has been well received by many across the world, but one would ask, is there anyone who predicted his victory? Let's take a look.
You're waiting, complicated business, complicated.
Donald Trump is the president-elect of the United States of America. His victory has been well received by many across the globe. Here in Uganda, President Yoweri Museveni joined the rest of the global leaders with congratulatory messages upon his victory. His emphasis for peace and international relations were key in Trump's victory speech. Natives in Uganda were part of those who spoke well about Donald Trump's victory.
Donald Trump's win will be a contribution to the religious side. This is pro-religion compared to the other competitors.
According to the person I was supporting Donald Trump, and it's good that he won. That was all what we're all hoping for. According to the impacts that he will do for us, I believe, as the youth, we will try to create more job employment opportunities for us, maybe fight for human rights.
To me, in my own opinion, regarding how our President Donald Trump can really help out our country, Uganda, it's in a way that, of course, when you are a super leader, you can also share your ideas with the other presidents, of which, just like our president, His Excellency Yoweri Museveni.
I think now that Trump has come to the White House, I think his term will be very good to us Africans who treasure our cultures very well, like being against the LGBTQ.
Personally, I believe that Donald Trump is a man of the people. He's not going to divide the black people. He'll work together with them so as to renew the nation promise of America in the months ahead. Donald Trump is going to work to see that America can realize his dream, and of course, he delivers the safe, strong, and prosperous America.
Ugandan legislators too joined in unison, giving their remarks on his victory. Trump was in contention with Kamala Harris, whom he defeated for the U.S. top job.
You can't lead America if you don't love Americans.
Here in Uganda, Prophet Elvis Mbonye of ZOI Fellowship in Kigo spoke of Trump's victory months before it came to pass.
And yet I know there's good news for Trump. There was one bit that when it unfolds, we will clearly see what that is all about.
Christians and Muslims are among those excited over Trump's victory as he advocates for Christianity and peace across the globe. This report was compiled by Mashamiro Victor and Amon Gabo for UBC News.
And now in sports, the 2024-25 Uganda Futsal Super League ignited on Friday evening at the old Kampala Futsal Arena, with defending champions Park FC making a resounding statement in their title defense. Two debutants, Kabusu Clouds and Crown Lubiri, also impressed with convincing wins. Marshal Miro Victor has more details.
Park FC started their title defense with a 7-1 thrashing of Mengo City. Park FC dominated the game, showcasing their intent to retain the title they won last season in remarkable unbeaten fashion. Joshua Aziku opened the scoring in the 12th minute with a precision strike. After the break, Abasi Jr. scored a hat-trick. Aziku completed his brace, while Shafek Mulangira and Michael Abura each added a goal.
According to me, the game was fantastic. At first I was on pressure, but I gained confidence. So I wanted a clean sheet, but to God is what? God knows better. They should continue to score, because the more goals they score, the more ahead we go. We want the trophy. Okay, we want to defend. We are the defending champion. We want to defend our trophy. Yeah.
Debutants in Kabusu Clouds obliterated Busuju Sparks 8-1, while another debutant held on to overcome Kisugu 5-3. In other matchday 1 results, last season's runners-up Chisenyi FC dispatched debutants QC Mbarara 7-5 in a 12-goal thriller, with Ayas Omran netting 4 goals.
You know, I told you last season we missed the champion, but this season we are here. We are so different. We are not easy. Even you can see, every team, they will be scared the next, inshallah.
We are also tough. I'm very proud of them because we did our best to see whether we can win this game, but it failed to work out as we planned. But that is not the end. I can say, I can promise you, I can assure you.
Kaboa Dream Team overcame Edgar's Youth Program 3-0, while Nasana Aska secured a 5-2 victory over Lubaga Gramen. Matchday 2 fixtures will resume in a fortnight's time at the Old Kampala Futsal Arena after the international break. Mashamira Victor, UBC News.
Minister for Security, also Member of Parliament for Bujumbura, Major General Jim Muhwezi, applauded religious leaders in Chigezi region for being creative and innovative towards development of Rukunjiri district and Chigezi region at large. General Muhwezi revealed this during the Bishop's annual appeal found BAF, an annual event that was started by the Bishop of Kabale Diocese as a way of raising funds to support church activities following reduction of funding from Rome, Italy. Thousands of people led by the Bishop of Kigezi Catholic Diocese, Callist Rubaramira, gathered at Nyachibali Catholic Church in Eastern Division, Rukunjiri Municipality to raise funds for the completion of a business premise under the Catholic Church. Present was the Minister for Security, Major General Jim Muhwezi, who contributed over 10 million shillings in cash towards this project.
Nanye mwebale kunsimba okugaburira okubaha imboga mwana wanje Julius kwanterire Father Julius nagira ngo nkore ekyo konkana leta n'umuganda gwanje gwa bafu ogwa miliyoni 10. Thank you.
Minister Muhwezi applauded the religious leaders for their tremendous effort put toward changing the image and development of Chigezi region.
Munonga ahabwa leadership yabo. Yebale munonga okwebembera je ekelezia okuleta kwatanisa omu madini gona okwatanisa na gavumenti omu byentunguuka habwokuba na BAF egi neya development.
Ernest Ngabirano from the National Water and Sewerage Corporation officiated this event and pledged his total support towards development of Rukunjiri district and Chigezi region at large.
Wayamba church, wayambe kanisa, wayambe showing it is not service delivered. That is a wrong perception. But that one is usually done by politicians who have been out-competed. Then they start saying when you help the church or a school, that is not service delivered.
And that brings us to the end of the weekly news roundup edition of the UBC News, the bulletin that brought you those headline stories from within the week. My name is Wadulo Mark Arnold, and do enjoy UBC programming coming your way hereafter.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Hello, people of God. I'm Reverend Dr. Arthur Magezi, and I have a series of teachings entitled I Am a